Let's go, rock and roll time, baby. Rock and roll. It's Friday, and you know what time it is? It's that live time right now. And I got the B-Train Master in the house. She can have to do a little arm farm, and today is gonna be special. It's a two-part CarnoSyn Live special. The first part is gonna be the CarnoSyn Conditioning Challenge. Yeah, the CarnoSyn Conditioning Challenge. And then you guys asked so many great questions today. You just keep going, JB. Keep going. Then I'll go next after her. I'm gonna challenge y'all to be your best sake. I'm taking all your questions and answers. I want your city, your state, your country, where you're listening in from, and hold up. Oh! Keep going.
Yeah!
All right, my turn, JB. My turn. Back and forth. Here we go.
Yeah, Janet.
Coming on. I'm gonna get those shout outs. Who's stronger? JB. Let's go. They don't hear you, JB. Yeah. On farm.
Go!
Look at these on farm. Oh my.
Where are you at?
Oh my
Where
God! Wait! Get back to it!
Oh,
Here's the deal. Here's the deal today. As JB goes. Today, guys, this live is gonna be off the hook. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be a little NFL conditioning challenge. And we ain't talking, this is a warm-up right here about what we're doing today. Yeah, JB. Kick back, she's got it after it. And listen up, we have a lot of prizes going away. Instagram, Facebook, lots of prizes gonna be given away today. I'm talking, we got the CarnoSyn swag bag. We got my Wow Book, Impact Book. We got a great hoodie. And someone said they even wanted this CarnoSyn shirt. They might go out today live, but I need your questions. I need your comments coming through. Whatever your lives are. Keep going, JB. We ain't done yet, baby. Hey, this idea week popular. Let's go, JB. Give me some kickback. Here's the deal. Some of you are asking, hey, why y'all jacked up? Why? Because in just a moment, with this NFL challenge, you're gonna see why. Come on, JB. I need some
Your
here.
turn.
Oh,
Your turn.
Talk about CarnoSyn here.
Pain
Here
camp.
we go.
We're going to pain camp.
Here's what we got.
Pain camp
Listen up,
today.
I'll do a little arm farm. Come nice and close. Give me a little kissy today. Yeah, you're a little jacked up right now. Listen up, listen up. Y'all are like, hey, what's CarnoSyn? We're powering this live today. Here's the deal. CarnoSyn beta-alanine is a product that if you want to get stronger, faster, more explosive, reduce fatigue, it's gonna buffer your lactic acid, and you're gonna feel like $1 million so you can improve your performance. Athletes, fitness enthusiasts, weekend warriors, if you want to get better and you want to get a little kick in the horse, see that little tricep right there? Get a little CarnoSyn going right there. Get a little CarnoSyn going and get after it. Now, you're like, hey, TD, where do I find the CarnoSyn? You find it right here on this live. So I'm giving a bunch of it away live. You say, hey, TD, hook me up with the CarnoSyn swag bag. But if you don't get one today, we're only giving away like 2 today. 2, that's it. You better start typing away. Go to team.carnosyn.com. Team.carnosyn.com. Yeah, and if you really want to check it out and see my whole dosing schedule, what I'm doing right now, preparing for World. JB, you're up. I got to tell you. You want to get World Week? Go to team.carnosyn.com/Todd-Durkin. Team.carnosyn.com/Todd-Durkin. And see everything I'm doing. Not only 3.2 grams per day. Listen, 90 grams over 28 days. 90 grams over 28 days is the key to success. Recovery days as well as training days. 55 independent studies show it's going to get you jacked up. And that's what I'm looking for. Stronger, faster, more close. Who's going nuts on this Friday? Oh yeah. So my friends, go to that site right there. Find it. And remember, it's a product inside leading major brands like Cage Muscle. I'm giving that away today. The pre-cage workout. Get it right and get it tight and get your mind right. That's what it's all about.
You know what else to fight?
Hey.
You know what else to fight, TD?
What's up, JB?
Dad bod. If you don't want that dad bod, if you want an awesome rad bod like TD, you get your CarnoSyn.
I like that. She said no dad bod, just a rad bod. Woo! Hey,
like
JB, that's what I'm talking about. Here's the deal. Let's go outside. Here's what you thought it was an arm farm workout? No. Hey, this is an NFL challenge workout. Yo, IG, I love you guys. Thank you for the questions. Facebook, here's the deal. This isn't an arm farm challenge today. Come on outside. We got some special peeps today. Guys, are you ready to go? Hey, here's the deal. This is gonna be rapid fire. It's gonna take about 52 seconds. 52 seconds. We have the infamous, legendary Fitness Quest 10 summer interns, because today is the first day of summer. So these folks are gonna be sizzling like it's summer on the CarnoSyn Conditioning Challenge. Here's the deal. It's the 300-yard shuttle. 300-yard shuttle. I want you to try this sometime between now and Friday and post me your score. Tell me what you did. Here's the bottom line as they warm up. I want you to go to your high school field or go out back. This is what we do. From this line to that cone down there is 25 yards. 25 yards up and back is 50. Do it 6 times, and what is your time? I'm gonna have your stopwatch. I'm like, you gotta keep pushing on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday when you're getting it done. And the person who gets the best time, and they show me a little bit of glimpse on your Instagram stories, yo, IG, I got you, baby, is gonna win something special, really special. Interns, are you ready to go?
Yeah. Ready.
Right up on the line. Here we go, it's the first part. While they're running, it's gonna take them about 52 seconds, okay? What I wanna see is this. Get a line. If you're at your high school field, you got 25 yards up and back 6 times, okay? Interns, you ready?
Yeah, ready.
Let's rock.
Hey, hold up. Now's your time to shine. Okay, we'll go down the line. Hold up. Give me a little inspiration. Turn and face the cameras. Introduce yourself. Give them one inspiration. We got people from all over the globe. You're interns. You're gonna be looking for a job someday. Do your 10-second, your best, motivation for the world right now. What do you got, Chevy?
Let's go. My name is Chevy, y'all. I'm here. I'm from Texas, representing Texas here. Get it. Always give it your best, no matter what day. Get it.
Texas strong, baby. I like
Yeah.
that. Here we go, Big D.
What's up, guys? My name is Danny. I'm from New York City.
New York in the house.
Let's go, baby. I'm a firm believer that how you do anything is how you do everything.
Woo!
So just make sure
You've
that
been
you're
listening.
consistent across all lines.
I like that. Julia.
What's up, guys? I'm Julia. I'm from here, right in San Diego.
Yes.
Best place to be. Inspiration. Go at it. Give it your all the time.
You play college sports where?
I play in Connecticut, Fairfield University, baby.
She's been training here since a little girl. Now she's looking at her. Rocking and rolling. Nice job, Corey.
What's up? I'm Corey. I'm from here. Let's see, inspiration.
Fire up the world, Corey!
Inspiration.
Fire up the world!
I'm ready,
Fire
I'm
them
ready.
up! Fire them up!
Let's go.
They're not fired up enough! They ain't fired up! Let's go! Which one of these are gonna win right now? Hey, Sky, what do you think? What do you think, Sky? Give me a little inspiration. Come
I
on.
put my money on Corey, man. My name is Skyler from Riverside, California.
Yeah.
My inspiration is, man, it's not what you do when people are watching, but it's when you do when nobody's looking. So always stay driving, always stay hungry, and always stay positive.
Here we go. Let's go. Ready? Good. The clock. Here's the deal. Ready, set, and go. Up and back 6 times. And here's what you want to do as they're going. You want to go up and back 6 times. The best athletes in the world are going to go under a minute. The best I've ever seen out here is 52 seconds. LaDainian Thompson, Darren Sproles, Drew Brees,
Let's go.
all 52 seconds on that. If you get it between a minute and 8, that's still excellent time. A minute to a minute and 8 is excellent on that. 109 to
Come on
118, very, very good. And hey, if you're not getting that time right there, it's above 118, then hey, we got to get a little better, more conditioning on that stuff. Let's take a look out here. Let's take a look at how we're doing. Good. Let's take a look. Keep it rolling, baby. Keep her going. I'll be back. Come on. Keep going. Record that on there. Here we go, baby. Good. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. Hey, they're out there running right now. I'm in here. They ain't done yet. I'm just giving you a little break to get your mind right. That's all we're doing right now is getting that mind right. They still running. That's it. They still running. Let's go. Pick it up, baby. They ain't done. What number we at, baby? Come on. Let's go. Where we at? Pick it up. We got a 300-yard shuttle up and back 6 times. Come on, let's go. Good. 108, 109. Come on, finish strong. Come on, Chevy. Good job, Chevy. 115. That's what I'm talking about. Great job right there, interns. Nice job. Give them a round of applause. Nice job. Give me Nux. Good work right there. Any final parts? So here's the deal, guys. What I want you to do is this. I want you to try a 300-yard shuttle between now and Monday. Okay? IG, let's go. Between now and Monday, I want you to try this and to get after it. Whatever it takes to make sure you give your best effort between now and Monday, and let me know what your time is on that right there. Whatever that takes to be your best, I want that in there, okay? So, yeah, feeling good. We're going to do some Q&A right now. Okay, it's that time. Papa and FB. Okay, we were outside getting a little low on the totem pole right there. Don't worry about it. The IG is going strong. So keep it up. Facebook. Here we go. Rocking and rolling on this stuff right here. I like the thumbs up. I like the hearts. Keep them on going. Guys, this is a 2-part little challenge today. Part 1 was the Instagram and Facebook live CarnoSyn Conditioning Crusher Challenge. Yeah, you like that right there? The CarnoSyn Conditioning Crusher Challenge. I want you to try that between now and Monday. Let me know your time on that stuff right there. I'm looking to see, can you break 1 minute? Under 110, pretty darn good. If you're over 118, we got to pick up the conditioning because today is the first day of summer. Now, guys, one of the things I want to address today is all the great questions you had firing in at me today. Thank you so much for all of your questions coming in. I want to keep this up right here. So here's what's going to happen. As you type in your comments, questions, your city, state, location on this, I'm going to be giving away some goodies today. I got the Wow book going out. I got the Impact going out. I got a gray hoodie going out. And of course, the CarnoSyn swag bag. Yup, the CarnoSyn swag bag is going out, including, of course, we've got today the pre-cage from Cage Muscle. Look at all the hearts coming through. And you're like, hey, TD, the Facebook Live cut out for a few seconds. You know why? Because the electricity was so high, the thermostat was so high, that we actually literally cut the thermostat was so high. Are you kidding me? Yup, because we're all over here getting after it at Fitness Quest 10. So don't worry about it. You can always watch the replay. Don't forget, if it went out while we were doing this, today's Facebook and Instagram Live is powered by my friends from CarnoSyn. Yup, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But first, we got lots of great questions that we're firing through here. First, I'm giving you guys the Instagram name. So IG, thank you very much. Instagram, the Grindfather. This was his question. Can I buy that CarnoSyn shirt? It was the first question I got yesterday on Instagram. Hey, I'll ask my friends from CarnoSyn if they'll sell the shirts as well. I love them myself personally. I wear them all the time. So Grindfather, we'll see. Maybe coming at you soon. I'll even make a little special autograph one too. Maddie Smith in the house. What websites, podcasts, or other areas would you direct someone to help their mindset? By the way, I'm sweating like a pig in here. My goodness gracious. Number one, check out YouTube. And you can always put in mindset, okay? Put in mindset motivation. That's always one you could listen to. When it comes to podcasts, here's the ones I go after. T.D. Jakes and Joel Osteen, if you want more of the spiritual side. Joel Marion's podcast is awesome. It's called the Impact Podcast. Imagine that, Impact. That's what it's all about. Joel Marion, great job. Jack Hawkins, Pastor Jack, 10 Steps Further. I'm going to let you know I was just on the 3rd episode of Pastor Jack Hawkins' 10 Steps Further podcast last week. And don't forget, yours truly, we got a podcast coming out this summer, and today is the first day of summer, so stay tuned on that. The TD Impact Show will be coming at you real soon. When it comes to business, Maddie Smith, Entree Leadership, Dave Ramsey, John Gordon's Positive You, and I love Robin Sharma's podcast as well, all about mastery. So some good points there. Matthew Smith, Lisa Mackey Fit. Tips for digging into the Impact book, and how do I make the most of my 3 weeks away in the mountains of Sun Valley? Well, here's a couple pointers for you. Let me start with the mountains of Sun Valley. First, what I want you to do, all of you right now, take a deep breath in. Relax, enjoy. If you're on vacation or want to be on vacation, I want you to enjoy that vacation, Lisa. So what I want you to do is make sure you get time away in nature. I want you to make sure you get out and you do some hiking. You take some time off. You turn off your technology. And you go into dream mode where you can eat, the best food. You can take naps during the day. You could just live life where you can recuperate, rejuvenate, recalibrate your body, mind, and spirit as it deserves. Because when you do that and your energy and spirit is thriving, now all of a sudden you're at a high and you feel incredible with all that you're doing. So get your time away, Lisa, and enjoy time in Sun Valley. For those of you that are traveling this summer, make sure you turn off the technology every now and then and get out and enjoy nature, because nature has an opportunity to always recalibrate you as well on that. And I'm going right down the line with the question you guys hit me with on Instagram and Facebook yesterday, and I'm taking your questions live as well. So keep hitting them up right now on that. And she also asked, how do you get back in the Impact Body Plan book? I'm giving it away, by the way, if you don't have it. You just keep reliving it. It's one thing. It's like the Bible of fitness right here. The Bible never gets old. So you keep going through it. And sooner or later, you start to get better and better at it. So you got to just memorize the verses on that, Lisa. So keep getting after it right there. Man, those chains got me. JB was firing me up. Dad bod to rad bod, baby. The next LVPT. That's a good Instagram name. The next LVLPT. How do you trying to generate clients for a trainer so we can stop subletting? We have tried 21 and 24-day challenges. How to generate more leads into the business. A couple things. Let's talk business here. I'm going to be hopping all around for a second, guys. So if you got questions, whatever the order they come in, I'm firing away. First off, when it comes to marketing and who you want to generate leads for, if you're in the fitness business, you're in the retail business, you're in the restaurant business, who are you trying to attract? Who do you want to attract? Who is your avatar? Who is your core client? You have to understand who do you want to attract, and you have to set up the business that you want to, whether you're a trainer at a business, whether you work at a business, you're in retail. And who do you want to go after? And what are you trying to attract them to? Remember, you don't want to be everything to everyone. You do want to develop a niche and something that you're great at. So I want you to realize when it comes to marketing and even lead generation, before you start with all the fancy Facebook ads and Instagram advertising and all that stuff, is who are you trying to attract? So if you're trying to attract a younger following, of course, Instagram is where you want to be. If you want to attract moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas, Facebook is a better place to be. Not that moms and dads aren't on Instagram. I am. People are ubiquitous nowadays, but you have to know where people are hanging out. If you want to go after youth athletes and that, how do you actually attract those people? So old school types of things that I need all of us coaches and trainers in the fitness business to do more of is get out in the community and shake more hands and kiss more babies. Too many of us are comfortable hiding behind a computer, sitting in office, and not getting out and shaking hands. Folks, don't just hide behind a computer. If you're doing that, don't expect your biz to get better. You're fooling yourself. You're thinking that just because you're doing paid advertising, that your biz is going to get better. Old school marketing, good old tactics of developing and deepening relationships, nothing ever replaces that. But we're in a very dangerous time right now with people thinking that they can just hide behind a computer and get really good at digital marketing. Is digital marketing important? 100% absolutely is. Lead generation on the digital side is, but not at the expense of going out and speaking more and getting out and shaking hands and meeting moms and dads and going to the youth signups and giving away free camps and just getting to know the people in your community and being the mayor of your own community. That's a very important aspect. If you're not doing that, then make sure you do that. It's a really important aspect. And if you want to marry more of the new school techniques, then I'm going to ask you to write more and to speak more. If you want to be an expert in your community, you have to write more and speak more. What do I mean by write more? Oh, Todd, I don't like to write. I don't want to write a book. You don't have to write a book. But how about just being more consistent with even your emails? And you're like, well, Todd, I only get a 22% open rate on the emails. Congratulations. 22% of your people are writing emails, and you can develop relationships with people via emails. Unfortunately or fortunately, people are more comfortable now on a phone texting as well, right? And that's why you're watching this Instagram or Facebook Live on a phone. Congratulations. Good job on that. But I want you to also get comfortable in writing on that. And it could be blogs, it could be emails, it could be Facebook posts that actually share some soul as well. But the social media is you got to go to where they are at and where they hanging out with that. So great question on that. Next one, go to Cedric's _conditioning. Cedric's _conditioning on the IG. I like this question. This might be simple. This might be a simple question, but broad. But how does one excel on their own? So, Cedric, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking, like how do you excel on your own, but I think I know what you're talking about. Like maybe you're a solopreneur, you're by yourself, you want to get more success on that, and what do? Here's the bottom line. I believe ultimately, every one of you listening in, and myself included, it comes down to the decisions that you make. Right? It's going to ultimately come down to, are you taking action and you're working your butt off? And when you give yourself the mirror test, are you working as hard as you can possibly work every single day to get to where you want to go? Now, it's often said that, coaches and mentors can help you accelerate the curve. No doubt they can. But if you don't take action for what your mentors and coaches ask you to do and hold you accountable to do, then nothing's going to happen. Of course, mentors and coaches are going to help you get to where you want to go. But ultimately, it comes down to you learning more. You always immersing in listening to podcasts, going to conferences. We got our biggest one of the year coming up this week at Idea World in Anaheim. And if you're not going to be there, I want you there. If you're on the West Coast, DM me and I'll get you, if nothing else, I'll get you a free pass into my workout Friday morning at 8 o'clock. Friday morning, DM me and I'll get you there. I'll get you in because I want you in that workout. But you got to attend live events. You got to attend things like this. To me, this opportunity right now on this live is more of an educational, motivational piece where you can learn and you just glimmer one little nugget and you're going to get great aspects from here. But if you're not learning on your own, Okay, if you're not taking the action to learn, you will soon shrivel up and die. Now, you typically learn and listen to other people teaching you. And for me, ever since I've been 5 years old, I've always had a coach, an athletic coach, a business coach, a spiritual coach, mentors, always. So I don't ever believe that you want to do it completely alone, but the success mindset ultimately starts within you, and the power is already within us to do what we need to do. So I'm asking each of you today to make sure you make that decision, that you know that you have to rely on your inner circle of people, but ultimately it's going to come down to you making the decisions to do what you need to do. And finally with that, Cedric, what I'd ask you to do is this. It's to step away from your business right now, whether you're a trainer, whether you're a teacher, you step away and you work for a few days, a week or two of what you want in your life. It's what we do at my 3.5-day mentorship. I've got my 1-day mentorship coming up here on Wednesday, but in November, I'll have a 3.5-day mentorship that I'll soon release all the details. You step away and you structure and systemize your life of what you want in your life. And then you reverse engineer your success of what you want. Because if you just keep reacting to everything that goes on, well, sooner or later, you just kind of peter out and you just kind of like, hey, what's next? What's next? Instead of, hey, this is where I want to go and this is what I'm going to do to get there on that. So great question, Cedric. I hope that helps you out. Keep learning, keep listening, and get mentors and ultimately make that decision to make yourself a success on that. Next up, my man Jimmy from the Meal Prep Co. When I come surprise you and your staff with food, what would you want on the menu? Brother, anything you want to prepare is good with me. Because trust me, I always need help with the lunchtime. Lunch is where I mess up. So Jimmy, thank you for always dropping food off. We love the Meal Prep Co. I'm going to meet it after this workout I'm doing right now. This live is more like a workout. Flying WO wings, flying without wings. For introverts, what tips would you recommend for developing leadership skills? So let me ask you all, and you can type in the answer. What do you think leadership is? What do you think leadership is? So if you're an introvert and extrovert, what's the difference of leadership on that? Here's what leadership to me is. Leadership is the ability to influence others, in a direction that is common good for all, that's going to fulfill the mission of the business, the company, or the individual. So to me, leadership is the ability to influence so that you can fulfill the mission and vision of what your company is. Right? So I think that's really important. I don't think it's important that you're an introvert and extrovert. I think what's important is you understand what the mission is and that you can get the respect and the trust of your teammates, regardless of your title, regardless of the hat that you wear on your team, and that you understand that and you serve that. And that if you're an introvert, some of the best leaders are introverts, but they have the respect of their teammates and their teammates listen to that. Look at all those hearts, people. I'm liking all the hearts. I'm feeling some love on the first day of summer. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, baby. So that's what leadership is you don't have to have a certain role or title to be a leader. Everyone's a leader, remember? And it's your opportunity to step up and make something happen. And another great question from Flying Without Wings, what do you continuously do to get back in a better mindset after a crisis? So folks, I'm not quite sure what a crisis is, because obviously there's different perspectives here. But I would say is this. The first thing, if there's a crisis, for me personally, I'm praying. If there's a crisis, I'm going to pray. And I'm going to pray to God that whatever the crisis is, that I can get through it, that we can get through it. If it's not me going through the crisis, that whoever's going through it's going to be praying. I still remember, there's a great, you can YouTube this, Dr. Rick Rigsby, whose wife passed away, and it's a great video. He did a speech on it, a graduation speech, and he talks about this, about crisis, is if you're facing crisis, what you have to do every single day is you got to get up and greet the sun up. You got to get up and you got to take time in the morning and you got to get up and just keep moving forward. Sometimes you don't know how you're going to get through a crisis. Sometimes you're really down and you're in the valleys, and maybe today, perhaps you're listening to this Instagram or Facebook Live and you're down, you're in a valley, you're in a depression, you don't feel good, you've been sick, you have a recent diagnosis that's not going your way, someone close to you might be on death's bed. Whatever it may be, but a crisis is you pray about it and you say that I'm going to get through this, and that you always remind yourself that someone always has it way worse than you. That's one of the things that I always do, Flying Without Wings, is regardless of how things might be bad or good, is someone always has it better or worse than you. So you got to remain humble in that, and you got to keep moving forward. I think that early morning time of getting up and getting a gratitude walk is finding the gratitude in the toughest times. There's always things that you can be grateful for, even in the darkest of times. Now, here's the thing. People always like, hey, how do you keep a positive mindset? Guys, it is work. It's an everyday thing. It's not something that, you just kind of inherit and you get. It takes work, because there's times when negativity will seep in, and you got to literally snap your band on that. You got to snap your band, and you got to get your mind right. And the next question is close to that. Esla Sees Corky is their Instagram handle. How do you stay positive when you're going through a really tough time? Once again, you pray, you narrow your inner circle. If you're going through a tough time, be careful of all the voices you listen to, because sometimes it gets a little confusing with all the voices. Make sure you surround yourself with the people that you love the most or who love you the most. And just make sure that you get time in nature. Spend time getting on the beach or going to the mountains, because nature has a tremendous way of healing when you get out and walk. I think the common thing is when you're going through crisis, you shut all your best practices down. You don't go out for a walk. You don't take care of yourself because you're in just major reaction mode, versus even 5-10 minutes of quiet time, getting out for a gratitude walk, journaling. Those things are really important. And just last reminder, just in case, and I'm not sure that anyone's out there, but remember, a sign of strength is if you're really down and you're really facing a tough time. That's why we have professionals in our lives, people like psychiatrists, like psychologists, that if you're ever really down, dark, and you're trying everything, and you're exercising and you're working out, but you're just depressed and you can't, then go see a psychiatrist, go see a professional, a mental health care professional, because that's why we have these people to help us. We have so many amazing professionals in our life, and some of you are listening in because we have all different careers that listen in on these lives. Is that it's always a sign of strength, not a sign of weakness, a sign of strength, that when you can reach out and get help. But here's what I always remind you. It comes back to the fundamental basics. Body, mind, spirit. Body, mind, spirit. Get to your best practices and do those things and watch what happens, because when you take care of your body and you train the way you're supposed to, you eat the way you're supposed to, you do the right things you're supposed to, and you negate the things, the habits that will keep you from feeling good, then all of a sudden you start to feel better. You fight that every single day, and great things will happen on that. So Esla, great point on that. Question number 11, I had some great questions. Keep them flowing, keep the lights coming in. I'm seeing all those hearts on Facebook, Instagram. What's up? Next one, my motivational teas. Should you have a personal Instagram and a business Instagram, or is it better to have it all under one brand? Good question. My motivational teas. It depends is the answer, because I don't want to give a blanket answer of, hey, have it all under one brand, because it also depends on, what you do. Recently, I was just doing a shoot, as you saw on my Instagram and Facebook. I was back with Under Armour, and we were doing a shoot for some of the digital platforms that Under Armour has on that stuff. So if one was an employee at Under Armour and they have a fitness passion, they're going to have their own Instagram and they're going to share their passions on that, right? If you're an owner of a fitness business, it also depends on your bandwidth as well. For me, I'd say start out with one and keep it simple in the beginning. I think what's most important is when you're doing this, you have to realize this. People connect with stories. So where do you tell your best stories? I think even in the business world, people want to hear about your personal stories. They want to hear about your family and that stuff. So depending on what your mission is and what your business is, I believe that starting out with one ideally works. Now, if you have the bandwidth to carry two, it's a lot of work. And I always say it's better to have one and be great at that one than to have two and be average at both of them. But where can you best tell your story? Because people connect with stories. So tell your story where you're at. And if you have any specific questions, I can help you guys out with that. But I'd say it depends on a few things, including just what's your bandwidth and what's your business. So if you're in my motivational teas, if you're in a business outside of your passion and you have a passion for, let's say it's my motivational teas, let's say it's apparel, I'm guessing here. If that's the case, then maybe on your apparel side, you're going to have a little bit of your workouts because you're a workout fitness enthusiast and that stuff. So people want to see you being real on that as well. Karen, nice. Karen K, what's up? What's been your biggest challenge, biggest fear as a business owner? Ooh, that's deep. Give me some hearts and thumbs up if you like these questions. I like this feedback you guys are giving too on this. This is good. These are good questions. And by the way, do you take care of your own social media or does someone help you? Both. I love social media. I try to protect my energy and time with social media. So I do have help both at Fitness Quest 10 and on TD side because we have the brand brick and mortar and I have the TD side. I can tell you that the Instagram stories, man, I love Instagram stories, and I work with Jess very closely on my team on the T side, and McKenna on the FQ10 side on the social media. But it's always my vision and what I want to achieve, and then we try to execute and being real with that stuff, right? So back to Karen's question: biggest fears and challenges. My biggest fear as a business owner is failing. That's always been my biggest fear, is failing. I don't like to fail. It's my biggest fear. It's my biggest motivator. So I'm not afraid of success. I'm afraid of failure. It's always been my motivator, and there's not a right or wrong answer. That's just the truth of that. My other fear and challenge at the same time is how to balance out. And you always ask me the question, like, the fear of not balancing out enough of my family time versus my business time. And I'm constantly in battle with that. Like, my kids now, 2 of them are in high school and another one's going into middle school. And like, I'm trying to be at all their practices and games, but I've got a lot of things going on right now. We got Idea World coming up, and I'm writing a book, and we've got a podcast launching. There's a lot of things. Here's the bottom line: is you do what you can do at the end of the day. And, that's all you can do. Is the end of the day, you do your best job. And if you grow yourself and grow your team, you can accomplish a lot of things. It's never as fast as you want. It's never as fast. It's not as fast as I want ever. But you set your expectations and you expect the best, you prepare for the worst. And when you expect the best and prepare for the worst, then usually the good things happen. And lastly, I'd say with another great challenge, Karen, to answer your question, was just to manage my own energy and where my time goes. Who I'm spending my time with and how I spend my energy. I realize that life is about energy, and I'm always fostering my energy. If I don't get my time to manifest my energy, my mindset, my abundance on that, I can't serve my team of 42 at Fitness Quest 10 or on TD side of things. I can't serve you guys that are listening in right now on the live. Like, I've got to be my best as a father, as a husband, as a trainer, coach, everything I do. So it's all about energy. It's not just about time, it's about energy. And to me, it's constantly like, okay, this is going to be a major energy suck. I got to say no to this project. Even though it might have a good opportunity, if it's a major energy suck, I've got to be careful not to say yes to that as well. And then Karen also asked, what has been your favorite moment as a business owner? So I got to answer it in 2 ways. Favorite moment as a business owner. There's milestones and there's moments. There's milestones and moments. Some milestones would be like opening my business was like one of my happiest times, 19 years ago. Growing my business was a milestone. I think hitting the $1 million mark in revenue the first time was like oh my gosh, like, hey, you can take your passion and turn it into a viable business on that. I've never been money driven, but when you hit certain parameters, you're like, holy sheesh, like that's a lot of money on that. Now it's your responsibility then to do great things to ultimately create purpose and impact with that. LT being enshrined in the Hall of Fame was a moment I'll never forget. It gets me choked up now because LaDainian was my first athlete, and he believed in me when no one else did. And for 9 years, we grinded in the weight room here. And seeing him enshrined in Canton, Ohio 2 years ago was a moment that will be permanently etched in my memory. 2 years ago, winning the Jacqueline Award was a moment as a business owner. But I got to tell you, when you talk about moments, one of them just happened on Monday and Tuesday of this week. Seeing 3 of my teammates at Under Armour thriving with me in a completely different role. I'm typically in front of camera, and seeing Jeff and Jesse and Teddy take on a role with Under Armour as some talent in there. Anytime I can grow a teammate and see them thrive in that, like, I had a real proud papa moment as a business owner of like, hey, you know what? This is what it's all about, is trying to grow teammates, because when you grow teammates, ultimately everyone prospers and it keeps them happy. And that's what it's all about, is growth. And if you're of the growth mindset, you understand what I'm talking about. So some of the moments are small but big, and some of them are big to the outside world, but just like accolades. And it's never about the accolades, it's about the significance that we create. So Karen, I thought that was a great question. I really appreciate you asking that as well. Keegan, healthy lunch ideas. Healthy lunch ideas. Jimmy, Meal Prep Co. What do you got there, buddy? I love chicken or tuna salad, whether it be on a salad or on a sandwich. Teriyaki chicken bowl. I've been bummed. My favorite little Japanese sushi place next door to Fitness Quest 10 went out of business. My teriyaki sushi bowls enough didn't keep them in business, but I always like chicken bowls. Half a sandwich and soup. I've been on this gluten-free kick lately. If you have to, like me, I get my lunches served. The Meal Prep Co. I get my lunches served because I don't do a good job with lunches. So if you have to do a meal service where you can get, your vegetables and your meat, whether it be a chicken or a beef or a vegetable, you make sure you get your lunches in as well, so you're not going 6-8 hours without eating. And she asked, have you ever worked with a Minnesota pro athlete? You must be from Minnesota. Yes, 2 of them. Ben Lieber. Anyone know who Ben Lieber is? Ben Lieber started with the San Diego Superchargers, and then he went to the Vikings. And right now, baseball player Steven Gonzalez, he's up and down between double AAA and the major leagues. He's still a young pitcher, big lefty, and he's a great talent. And Minnesota Twins have a great guy there. So those are your 2 Minnesota professional athletes. I am Ken Tikalenis, something like that. I am Ken T. There you go. What do you think about specialization for a career as a trainer? Here's what I say about that. The nicher, the richer. The nicher, the richer I am, Ken, on that stuff. So I don't like sport specialization for young kids. Let me be frank about that. I think kids got to be really playing a number of sports in their life. But as a coach, unfortunately, a lot of parents are specializing kids too young. Parents, don't specialize your kids at a young age. When I say young, like below 13, like don't be having your 9-year-old convince me that they're going to be the next Major League Baseball pitcher, the next pro volleyball player. Like mix up their sports. They're going to burn out and be fatigued on that. Go get my man Andrew Simpson's, all his latest stuff with youth athletes, and my man Brett Klicka as well with Spider Fit. Like guys, we want to make sure we're having a broad athlete that has the mind that stays energized and inspired and has a lot of different physical dimensions as well. So here's the deal. As a coach, you can do really well when you niche out. But I'd also make sure that you would recommend that you play a number of sports. For example, for me, I work with a lot of quarterbacks. I work with a lot of athletes overall, but it just happens that I work with a lot of quarterbacks, and that's a niche that I've developed over time. But I'm the biggest advocate of even young quarterbacks playing multiple sports. Even the pro athletes, the pro quarterbacks, I like training, and not just training for quarterbacking, but mixing it up and diversifying the skill set so it's good for the body and the mind as well. SureFit 1, what sports supplements do you recommend? SureFit 1, what sports supplements do you recommend? Well, SureFit 1, Instagram, what's up? I love these Instagram handles. Is Tall Yoga Chick on here too? I like the Tall Yoga Chick handle on that. Good nutrition first. Okay? I'll get to the supplements. Oh, people have supplements. Hey, should I take creatine? I don't know. It depends on what your diet's like. Nutrition's 90% of the game, but the other 10% could be the edge if you're eating well but you're not supplementing. Here's the deal. When it comes to overall health and wellness, good multivitamin and mineral, fish oils, and probiotics. I'd say those are mandatory overall. Good nutrition in the beginning. Then if you're doing those things, if you're eating well, you're taking a multi, you're doing your fish oils, you're doing a probiotic, and you're in sport, or if you're not in sport, you're a fitness enthusiast, weekend warrior, you're really getting after it in the weight room. You know me. You got to get after it with a little bit of the pre-workout. I'm giving this away in just a matter of minutes. Tell me you want the CarnoSyn swag bag. This is the pre-workout. Now, when I look in here, you're like, hey, TD, why a pre-workout? And some of you that are listening in right now have already won the CarnoSyn swag bag. But when you look in here, it says CarnoSyn beta-alanine. CarnoSyn beta-alanine is an ingredient inside of this pre-workout. 3.2 grams that you want to take per day of this, or at least before the workout. At night, you could take another 1.6 grams. If you want to see my entire routine that I do, I am in major training mode right now as I prepare for Idea World, CanFit Pro, and all the Perform Betters. Just go to team.carnosyn.com/Todd-Durkin. Team.carnosyn.com/Todd-Durkin. Matter of fact, I'll pin it if it's not pinned already in here so you can see my exact routine of what I do. But remember that CarnoSyn beta-alanine is an ingredient inside of here. CarnoSyn, okay, in there. When you look at that, you want to see the CarnoSyn, and then you can go, if you're not like, where do I get this? Go to find it on the team.carnosyn.com site and find it. You can get it online, or you go to GNC, you look for that. And when you look for that, you're also going to see things like sometimes other products are going to have taurine in there and caffeine. You're like, is caffeine good? Well, caffeine is a performance enhancer. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and have 500 milligrams of caffeine a day, but it is a stimulant. It will help your mental focus as well, and it will improve your overall performance. So yes, some caffeine is a good on that. So you want to have some caffeine as long as you're not too caffeine sensitive. And if you're like me, I don't consume caffeine after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise, I will not sleep at night. And if I don't sleep, I don't recover. If I'm not sleeping, I don't go into REM sleep, and I don't wake up feeling like $1,000,000 at 5 a.m. So that's what I take. And again, I'm giving away the pre-cage today in the CarnoSyn swag bag on that. If you have any more questions when it comes to the pre-workout. Also, branched chain amino acids. I'm a big fan of branched chain amino acids, valine, leucine, isoleucine. I'll take these throughout the day, especially if I'm on a shoot, like I was at Under Armour the other day in New York. We're branched chain amino acids all day on that stuff. And of course, after your workout, I'm a huge advocate of a whey protein shake. If you're in heavy training right now, young athletes, college, pro, high school, whey protein, 1 gram per pound of body weight. If you're not in heavy, intense training, maybe it's 0.7 grams per pound of body weight. If you're heavy training right now with the weights and you're getting after it and you're trying to gain lean muscle mass, 1 gram per pound of body weight. If not, 0.7 grams will be ample on that. Oh yeah, that's right. You're like, hey, what about creatine? I'm not going to tell you to take creatine or not. All I'm going to tell you is that the research says you're going to gain about 5 to 7 pounds of creatine. If you take it, you will get stronger from it. You're basically one serving of creatine is about eating 5 pounds of meat. But I wouldn't recommend eating 5 pounds of meat on a regular basis. If you are going to use creatine as part of your supplement routine and your parents approve it, if you're not of age, what I would highly recommend that if you do that, if you choose to do that, that you hydrate more than ever before, because creatine will dehydrate you, and therefore you're more susceptible to pulling muscles. And most of you young athletes don't stretch enough anyway, so you need to stretch more, period. And if you're going to take creatine, because every young athlete wants to get bigger, stronger, and faster. If you're going to take creatine, you better hydrate more than ever before, and you better stretch more than ever before. So my staples are the CarnoSyn beta-alanine, taurine, caffeine, branched chain amino acids, and whey protein when it comes to that. But I know always asking you, people always like, what about creatine? Thinking like it's a savior. Yes, branched chain amino acids are great for helping to prevent DOMS. What's DOMS? Delayed onset muscle soreness. Typically, sometimes you're more sore 2 days after workout than even just a few hours after. Lisa Mackey, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that answer about the Sun Valley earlier today. NG first, do you have plans to visit Russia again? Oh, I loved Russia. Russia, you rocked my world last August. Man, that was the most amazing trip. I never thought Russia was like Russia. I mean, I want to come back. I will be back. I had this preconceived notion of like what I was going into Russia. Russia, y'all are awesome. If you guys are listening from Russia, man, like I want to come back. Unfortunately, I can't come back to the convention this year because it's the same weekend as the opening weekend of my son's high school football game. And I promised him I'm not going to miss any Friday Night Lights games. So I have to turn down that trip. You talk about opportunities and energy. I want to be in Russia, but I really need to see my son quarterback his high school football team. And I only got short windows to do those things. So this fall, I will not be traveling a ton outside of Friday nights. I'll have a mastermind retreat in the mountains on a bye week and our mentorship in November. Other than that, I'm not going to be traveling too much on a Friday night. So Russia, I love you guys. You guys rocked my world, and I will be back to Moscow again. And then Last couple questions here. Keep them flowing here. I'm almost done. How to become a better leader with fitness and best motivate people with health and fitness. Hey, you want to become a better leader inside the fitness industry? Here's what I would say. Change more lives. Focus on that. I think sometimes we get so enamored with like Instagram and Facebook and like how we can blow up our brand. And I'm going to talk about how you can, really enhance your brand at the mentorship. But the bottom line is, if you're not changing lives out in the training room, or if you do online training, if you're not pouring into people and genuinely caring for them, texting them, send them crazy videos, like truly, genuinely caring for your clients, you got to go deeper on that. When you do that and you change more lives, great things will happen. On that right there. So a couple more. What is this question here? Tunde, what's up? Do your trainers write the programs? Yes, our trainers write our programs, Tunde. Our small groups and large groups. I give the trainers the autonomy to create their own programs. We do have, if you ever seen my 7-set DVD, we have an outline of how it works, but I want the creativity from our trainers. We hire trainers who I believe are the best in the business, and we give them the creativity to get the maximum results with their clients possible as well. Jonathan Suarez, when will you be in Denver? When will you be in Denver? Good question, Jonathan. I'll be in Colorado, September 26th to 20th. Vail, the mountains, baby. I got my mastermind retreat, September 26th to the 29th in Vail, Colorado. So it's just a short jaunt from Denver. So if you want to come to Vail, hop in the mastermind. And you can come hang out for 3 days in the mountains, letting your soul sing, baby. Gretchen, what's up, Gretchen? Always love when you're on. How do you keep from eating out so much when you're busy all the time? I don't, unfortunately, especially when I'm on the road. It's hard. Man, it's hard. Here's what I try to do when I'm eating out. I try to at least get one salad in a day when I'm on the road. I try not to eat fried foods. I don't eat fried foods. It's a real discipline. I try to challenge myself to go the other way on that. And preparation is the key to success. So, again, I talked about why I get the meal service from a man, Jimmy, earlier on when I'm here in town, but when I'm out, it's really tough. It's discipline and making sure that you go to the right restaurants. That I don't eat out fast food. I'd rather pay a few extra bucks and get good, nutritious, whole foods possible, and focus on eating salads and foods from the earth. Stuart, how's your knee? Yeah. You're going to see this Friday at Idea World when I unveil some new moves that have never been unveiled before from yours truly. This is the final episode of the Sharp Experience TV show that we're filming. It's going to be epic, truly epic. I'm talking DJs, smoke. It's going to be cray-cray, and I'm going to be on fire. My knee is doing awesome. Thank you for asking, Stuart. I was just thinking about that the other day when I was on a plane from New York, what it's like to just have a knee now where I feel like a spring chicken in so many ways. So Stuart, thank you. I may need to have like another live just on my knee update of like what the heck I've been doing. I followed up the first five weeks, and then I kind of went on my own on that stuff. But I actually still take great care of my legs and hips and mobility, flexibility as well. So. Guys, incredible live day. I'm going to give away the prizes right now on this stuff. We've got a lot of great questions coming. Adrian Parsons, 3.5-day mentorship early next year. No, it's going to be November of this year. I'm going to release all of the information right after Idea World. It'll be November. I'm putting my final I's and crossing my T's right now on the contract to get everything done. And you rock the hands-on in Orlando and PB Summit. Corey, thank you so much. The knee looks great. Glad the knee is doing well. Man, the knee is the least of my concerns, baby. It's going to be all out at Idea World. You need to come to Michigan. I know I need to come to Michigan. My friend Trina is always like, come to Michigan. So I need to get over there. CarnoSyn, looking for new ideas on supplements. Impact. I love it, Lisa. Fantastic. You the man. You guys are awesome. Hey, do me a favor right now if you haven't done so already. Please like this. Please like this on Facebook, Instagram. I'm loving all the comments on this. Please like this if you haven't liked it already. If you would be as kind today to share this. If you got a little bit of inspiration, we had the 300-yard shuttle today with our Fitness Quest 10 Interns, I want to see you try to complete that over the next few days if you can, and then you could post it to your Instagram or to your stories or to your Facebook, wherever you guys hang out. Please tag me. I'll see that. I want to see if any of you could break a minute. 52 seconds are the best NFL athletes I've ever seen. 25 yards up and back 6 times, and try to do that. And I took great questions. I want to thank you guys, especially on IG. You guys on the DM were just crushing amazing questions. And some of these questions, man, like were all over as far as life and business and family, training, supplements, nutrition. And I really appreciate you guys sharing so authentically with where you're at. And I want to continue to serve you guys. Keep the questions coming at any time. Part of the Impact podcast that I'll be starting up here this summer will be taking your questions, and on our Thursday episodes will be much shorter Q&A type things where I'll just go through it and you can get your 10, 15 minutes of wisdom on that aspect. So please keep your questions coming. I know that you guys are enjoying the lives on that stuff. And again, if you want to come to Idea World this week and you're not already signed up and you want to come to the workout, I have a free special pass that I'm going to take care of you just for the workout from 8 to 9:20. DM me, hit me up, email me, whatever you want. If you're in the SoCal area or you want to be, you do not have to be a trainer to go to that workout. Anyone can go to that workout. It's the workout that will be filmed by the Sharp Experience. So just let me know. You can Instagram me, DM me, email me at durkin@fitnessquest10.com, and I'll give you the free code to get in to sign up for that workout on that as well. So, great. Love it. Hey, what's going on? You guys are awesome. Be young. What would cause your elbows to hurt when lifting weights, even when you have good form? Gretchen, it could be a lot of things, including all up in your shoulders. If you've got elbow issues, I always look at your shoulders first, looking at protraction, retraction of your shoulders, anything going on with your shoulders. Are you being impinged? Any nerves that are causing any neurological deficit all the way down to your elbows? Or it could be you have about 16 forearm flexors that attach in your elbows as well. So if you got any, golfer's elbow, tennis elbow going on, that could also impede something there as well. Guys, that's a wrap. I'm going to coach my my high school kids right now. I want to fire y'all up on this live today and get after it. I can't wait to see you guys at Idea World or at Perform Better or at CanFit Pro or at my mentorship or at the Mastermind Retreat. We have so many amazing things coming up in the next 3 months. It's going to be off the hook. I'll keep the Facebook and the Instagram lives coming at you. If you have any questions, hit me up anytime. Let's give away some goodies right now. Here we go. Let's start with... Let's go. Let's go with a Mind Right Maniac shirt. Julie, who do we got? Mind Right Maniac. Who do we got?
That is going to Brianna Burgess.
Brianna Burgess, yes! Brianna, you don't miss too many lives. Brianna, you've been following me since the strong days. I love that. Brianna, that's you right there. Next up, we got the Impact book, baby. Impact book goes to who?
Impact book is going to Colleen Thompson.
Colleen Thompson, you got the Impact book right there. Wow book goes to, what's going on? I love you guys. I love you too. Ryan Morse, what's shaking down? Who we got? Wow books.
That's going to go to Corey Smallwood.
Smallwood, you got it. Corey Smallwood. Nice job. And lastly, no, wait, we got a great hoodie. We can't have a line without a hoodie going out, baby. We got an Impact or a Mind Right hoodie. You choose. Who's it going to, Julie?
Impact hoodie's going to Matthew Smith.
Matthew Smith, you got it. Yeah, boy. If you don't have one, you got one now. If you have one, you got 2 of them. All right, let's finish up strong with our friends over at CarnoSyn. Hooking a brother or a sister up, not only with the Cage Muscle pre-cage pre-workout, we got shaker bottles. Look at all the shaker. Yeah, boy, on that. And of course, we got the little scooper right here. Put your protein in there. Oh man, this is a hookup right here. So, let's see. Who do we got? I'm going to go through with all these great comments coming through. Lisa Mackey, you got it. Lisa Mackey, you're the winner of the CarnoSyn swag bag. Guys, that's a wrap from today. Happy first day of summer. I hope you had an incredible day today. Thank you for joining me here on Instagram and Facebook Live. I can't wait to see you guys again soon. Thank you for the thumbs up, the likes, the hearts, all that good stuff. Keep them coming right now if you haven't done already. Hit the hearts, hit the likes, hit the comments. I'm going to go through later. I'm going to get all your questions. I will ask them and answer them all. Don't be afraid to hit that like right now and how I can best serve you. I love you guys. We'll talk to you real soon. Peace and God bless.